assembling the big three and getting on stage saying the Miami Heat were going to win 7 championships.
Not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
He's counting his finals losses, by the way.
Is a crazy statement.
All right, welcome back to the show, everyone. Hope you all having a good morning so far. All right, I don't know what's gone on with the algorithm, but I've got a lot of you guys, and I mean a lot of you in the comments asking me to react to all kinds of videos from this content creator. This is Tori Sama. The video we're going to be checking out now is called Now I'm Heated. LeBron's excuses are out of control. And yeah, I'm kind of a jerk. You guys sent me all kinds of different requests, but I was like, this one seems like this is really appropriate. And it's been out for a while, so it won't like hinder on anything. And I also noticed, you guys, that Tori's got just over 5,000 subscribers. Maybe we'll give him a boost. We'll see what happens. For those of you who don't know, everyone was telling me, hey, this is like a young man who's grown up a LeBron fan and started doing YouTube reactions, kind of like Groovy, and now has gotten to a point where, because of the community, he's seen everything that we've seen when it comes to LeBron. So he's at a point where he's just like, no, man, you know, that's not the GOAT. And according to you guys, he's got Jordan as the GOAT, and then, you know, he's been looking at Magic, looking at Kobe, and basically seeing everything that he missed out on. So without further ado, I'm gonna link the original video down below for you guys. That's gonna be in the description box. In this kind of case, with a small channel like this, I highly encourage you, if you enjoy this, please check it out. Please go over there, give a subscribe, give a shout out in the comments or whatever. You can really boost a small channel very easily. With the amount of people, you know, that we have in our community here, that is. And is there anything else I wanted to say? I don't think so, other than the fact that I've seen about 30 seconds of a reaction from Tori. So this is like completely trusting the community here, because, you know, it wasn't just one of you, it was many of you. But, you know, I did not screen this ahead of time or anything, you know, just to see what kind of content this is. But let's just do it. Anyways, you guys, like the video if you could. I'd appreciate it. Shout out to members. You also see them listed in the description. Appreciate all of you. All right, let's see what all the hype is about.
We got LeBron James' most ridiculous excuses for losing. So today, LeBron, you cannot stop making excuses. Y'all were telling me from my last video I made about LeBron excuses that this is the constant theme of his career. He's been doing this for years, since 05, 07, 08, 09. I'm just saying. But y'all get the point, man. LeBron's been doing this his whole career, making up excuses.
Basically, though, you're not wrong, since like 07.
Taking accountability is a big issue he has. But we go get into it because this video starts off with one of his Glazers, Nick Wright, making up an excuse for him. So I wonder what he has to say. Yeah, I know Nick Wright never says anything that's actually like true or important, but we're gonna get to it for the first 30 seconds of this video.
Yeah, he's a paid shill. The one thing I forgot to mention is the only thing I did look for. I looked around for a video that I haven't reacted to yet, so I have not reacted to whatever this video is.
It's too late.
Which, let me see if I can tell you guys. No, the original video is not linked, so I don't know.
In this season, but the NBA probably at some point needs to look in this altitude thing. It seems like, hold up, Nick.
As great of a player.
Okay, one, I'm mistaken Nick Wright for the light-skinned dude, Ryan Hollins. That's one, my fault. And two, come on, man. Altitude, bro, they're playing in the same conditions. Be real.
As LeBron
Agreed.
James is, he's also very good at making excuses after a loss. In this video, we're going to look at some of LeBron's best excuses. Let's get started.
What's the challenge mentally and emotionally after you lose such a heartbreaking game?
I remember this.
I mean, yeah, of course it's a heartbreaking game. You don't ever want to lose in that fashion. I don't understand what's going on in the replay center, to be honest. I think I said it this year or last year, whatever. D-Lo clearly gets hit in the face on a drive. The replay center is going to go It doesn't make sense to me. It makes no sense to me. It bothers me. Sorry I didn't answer your question, but that shit is like...
Your blame shifting bothers me.
This of that foul.
Bron, bro. That's one play out of the game. That's one. You guys play for, I'm not sure if it's 12-minute or 15-minute quarters. Let's say 12, 48 minutes a game. Yeah, y'all play 48 minutes of a game. This play right here was like probably 5 seconds of the game. I understand that you might say the refs missed calls, Bron, but you still out there playing. You can't be always blaming on other people. You gotta put accountability on yourself, bro. Maybe if LeBron put more accountability on himself, he'll have more wins.
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that he's out there getting like 5 turnovers a game, well, maybe if he got one less turnover, they could win. You know what I mean? Instead of blaming the refs, maybe think about what I can do on my end to make sure that even if the refs make one bad call, it's not going to blow the game for my team. You know, so maybe I need to make less mistakes.
The Lakers were still up 10 going into the fourth quarter, and they just had a 20-point lead, but they blew their lead late in the game and ended up losing. The refs did not impact that outcome.
So y'all also had a 20-point lead, and y'all choked y'all game.
Yep, and now he's going to pretend like he has a broken hand. Yep, this is great.
Excuse was not because y'all can't hold a lead, it was because the refs suck.
Yeah.
I got you.
First question, Joe on the left side, second row.
Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. LeBron, we're just learning about your hand injury, and we can obviously see the brace. Can you take us through what happened and if it caused you any problems over the final 3 games?
Post game after game 1, very emotional. You know, for a lot of different reasons, understanding how important a game 1 is on the road for our ball club. What would that done for us?
I'm sorry, I always forget that this was the same game. So not only did he quit on his team in overtime and they lost, but then he punches a wall or whatever, supposedly.
You know, the way we played, the calls that was made throughout the course of that game. I had emotions on, you know, the game was taken away from us. I had emotions of, you just don't get an opportunity like this on the road. I let the emotions get the best of me and pretty much played the last 3 games with a broken hand. So
Out of all.
Yep.
Brian.
Yeah. By the way, you can't pretty much break your hand. I'm just saying, you either break it or it's not broken. It's not pretty much broken. And if it was broken, he wouldn't be wearing that soft little cushy wrap over it.
So with you is it kind of sucks because like this for game 1 and like the way you play, bro, you dropped 50 points this game I think or something like that. Like you had a good game or 30, you had a good game something. I don't think it was 50. I don't know, maybe it might have been 50. I think it was 51, right? But LeBron had a really good game. He played good, but just your constant. It's just like it's just your character, bro. That like you're kind of like you're making it bad for yourself. Like, you play good, and then you just say stuff like this, and it just makes people not like you. Like, you would be liked way more if you just didn't say stuff like this.
100%.
If you just took accountability your whole... Like, if you took accountability throughout your career and didn't blame others and did things the right way, bro, you'd be liked way more. It's crazy.
Yo, Tori, like, if you ever watch this, the thing is I could deal with his losing very easily because I've had a lot of my favorite players never won a championship, but the thing they never did was blame their team, blame the refs, blame everybody other than themselves while going down. They didn't do that. That's why they're my favorite players. I respect the hell out of them even if they didn't win. Now LeBron, he does it all the time, so I can't help but look at his losses, you know, and the fact that he's trying to pretend like he's the greatest of all time while there's a handful of players that have a way better resume when it comes to wins and losses compared to LeBron James, at least the ones that matter, you know? So, yeah, I don't dig a dude who's just blame shifting all the time at all. In my own life, I don't look up to these people in the sports world or anything like this, you know? I never will. But if you would just accept the accountability and be like, yeah, man, I blew that, you know, I'll be better next year, I'd actually respect the hell out of him. And I'd be like, dude, guy's getting close every year, right? But it's just not that way with him. He can't accept accountability for the loss. Yet, when he wins, like when he won the last championship, I want my damn respect.
LeBron's excuses, this one is definitely his best, and it's because it has multiple layers. First, he's blaming the loss on his hand that's supposedly broken.
It's like a lasagna lie.
He's also blaming J.R. Smith, who made such a brutal mistake in Game 1, it caused LeBron to break his own hand. Either way, it's not his fault. It's not
JR caused LeBron to break his head. JR caused his finals losses too.
LeBron's fault.
Dude, it's like it's like an abusive relationship or something, you know? The guy starts like punching walls and doing all kinds of stuff, and it's like, look what you made me do. You made me do this. Like, come on, dude, you're a grown adult, LeBron. You don't have to be punching walls.
For losing the finals, and it's not his fault for injuring
calm down that roid rage, man.
Himself. Total genius.
Obviously, my first year in Miami, yeah, we had a big three.
Oh, no.
I said it's a super team this, super team that. But we had to build our team around all minimum guys, which was still okay, but we didn't fill out the complimentary guys enough. Yeah, we had Rio, we had Udonis, but we didn't have enough as far as...
Bro, y'all had Mike Miller and Ray Allen too. Bro, and y'all also had Shane Battier on that team.
To be fair, he got Ray later on. But it doesn't matter. If you go look at that 2011 lineup and you know who those players are, there's no excuse for losing at all.
I have some good complimentary guys. Come on, Brian.
Enough complimentary guys to actually make it all.
But you see the point, what he's doing here, Tori, it really has nothing to do with the players, because it's obvious. If anybody knows basketball, that team was stacked. That team was favored to win. What he's just trying to do is blame shift. So he's saying it wasn't me that failed, even though he's the one who literally choked in the finals. It was him. It was all him and only him. He's trying to blame it on the minimum paid players when he's one of the three highest paid players on the team. You know what I mean? That shit don't fly.
And we still made it to the finals. And we still probably should have won the finals, but I still give credit to you. Listen, it is what it is.
To LeBron's credit, he admitted that the 2011 finals was his worst series ever, but to say that
Finally, Brian, you admitted something, bro. Something. But you admitted the obvious, so that's the
team wasn't good enough.
I know. Yet while he does it, he opens that statement up with, oh well, yeah, it was the minimum players. We didn't build out our roster because the minimum players, blah blah blah, blaming the minimum players. But then he's like, yeah, and I also had a bad series. People clip this stuff and they take it out of context, and he knows this.
Assembling the big three and getting on stage saying the Miami Heat were going to win 7 championships.
Not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
He's counting his finals losses, by the way.
Is a crazy statement, and just
Jit was saying that thinking he was gonna pass MJ when he went to the Heat. Jit thought he was gonna pass MJ. Talking about not 7.
Yeah, he thought
not 6.
Your team.
What's funny is, dude,
was good.
He's such a quitter. He claimed that he would win 8 championships in Miami, but he only played there 4 years. The math ain't mathin', man.
Enough from the very beginning. That's why you made it to the finals, and you would have won if you just played better.
Mm-hmm.
It is so apparent.
And you had Norris Cole too, bro. You had Chalmers. So look, you had Chalmers, Udonis Haslem, Mike Miller, Ray Allen, Shane Battier. That's 5 role players right there I was able to name. And they were decent. Come on, bro.
Yeah, they're good, man.
No matter what you did, we just had it.
I mean, MJ was winning with B.J. Armstrong and John Paxson and Horace Grant and stuff like this. Like, come on, man. It was like him, Pippen, and then role players. That's enough. And he's got 3 stars and role players, and it's not enough for him. I ain't buying it.
Yeah. Never practiced
flopping
anything besides 2 bigs, a point guard, a small forward, and a shooting guard. And then, fuck, you guys win. And it's like, we've geared up all, we had Big Z, Anderson Varejao, myself,
Larry Hughes,
Delonte, and Mo Williams. I mean, you guys are out there with Dwight, Rashard, Hedo, Jameer, Pietrus,
Courtney Lee.
You guys are out there with what the league is to now.
You know what? Looking back on that team that I think was so important, because I talk about this all the time now. Jameer Nelson
could shoot threes out of pick and roll. Yeah.
So Jameer Nelson was out for that entire series, which means the Orlando Magic didn't have their all-star point guard. It was essentially LeBron and role players versus Dwight Howard and role players. And Dwight Howard won. To go down the line and...
Yeah, I did realize you lost to Howard to go to the finals.
Yeah. The winner had to face against Kobe and the Lakers. Let's just be real, cut through the BS. LeBron didn't want that smoke. You can't hide in a 7-game series. And everyone, the narrative would be 100% Kobe's way better than LeBron, and he knew it.
Wow. That's a stain right there. I'm not going to lie. That's a big stain in the legacy, bro. You lost to Dwight Howard to go to the finals, and you could have played Kobe.
Yep.
I feel like that's a stain in the legacy that I did not hear about ever until I started watching these videos. I heard about the Mavs series, the Celtics a little bit, but I never heard the Celtics one. But this one, this is definitely a stain on the legacy. I'm not going to cap.
Yeah, the mainstream media doesn't cover this stuff. That's why. It's all about YouTube when it comes to this.
Basically blame all of your teammates for not being as good as the other team is a crazy excuse. I mean, that's what this video is about. So this built-in excuse comes from a mysterious foot injury right before the playoffs.
What was the injury you're dealing with?
The injury I was dealing with?
Oh, yeah, hold on. You know he heard the question the first time, right? What's a liar do when a liar needs to buy a little more time? They repeat the damn question. He just bought himself some time. I'm going to replay this.
Comes from a mysterious foot injury right before the playoffs.
What was the injury you're dealing with?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I tore a tendon in my foot.
Yeah, he gained himself 4 seconds.
Normally longer than a 4-week recovery process.
It is.
When did you get a sense of you would have a plan to get you back faster than what the normal kind of routine is on that?
I like how you testing Bra right now.
Yeah.
What is this Hall of Fame excuse maker about to whip up?
Yeah,
because
you get it.
Throwing out you tearing tendons is not a joke, bro.
Yeah.
When I got hurt and I tore my actual ligaments and tendons, and I know other people that tore a tendon in their foot too. I know somebody tore a tendon in their foot. I know somebody else that got hurt as well. But when you tear a tendon or a ligament, it's not something you just play through or you just like deal with. Like, you know what I mean? Like, your whole area where you tore that ligament or tendon, it gets swollen up. When I tore my meniscus and ACL, my whole knee looked like a big dodgeball.
Yeah.
It was huge. Like, my knee was swollen. I had a friend that tore a tendon in his foot, bro. His ankle looked insane. Like, it looked nasty.
Yeah, I tore my calf about 1.5 years ago, and I mean the whole thing was like triple the size of my other calf, and I was pulling blood into my entire right foot. It was terrifying. The worst part is I could put zero pressure on it for weeks. I mean, the recovery took about a month, and I'm not saying like I was like straight after that. Like, it took a while to get some strength in there again. But no, man, at least 3 weeks I would have been out. I'll tell you that much. Like, there's no amount of recovery that could have got me there faster. I literally tore and ripped. The thing is, LeBron, this is the same thing, though. Just like he said, I basically played with a broken hand. Do you know his hand's not broken? Broken hand means you broke some bones. He didn't break any bones. You know, he would have been getting operated on if that was the case. And just like this, that's why he had to buy that time, that extra 4 seconds to create a lie that sounds more dramatic than it really is.
Like,
I forget this game, but I assume they lost, right? I assume they lost 118 to something. So that's why. If they would have won, it wouldn't have been that big of an issue. But he has to make up a lie for why they lost to the Bulls.
You're not just playing with torn tendons.
Nope.
Out of that don't just happen.
When the doctors told me I was healing faster than anybody I've seen before with the injury.
Did anyone ever suggest surgery?
Yeah, 2 doctors.
Why did you decide against it?
Because I went to the LeBron James of feet.
What?
I'm sorry, we both paused it at the same time. I went to the LeBron James of feet. I want to hear what Tori has to say. I don't remember him saying that. That's a disgusting thing, man. Like, what the hell?
Is this real? Is this a real interview right here? Because this is a real interview. He did a terrible job at trying to hide his lies.
Right?
And he told me I shouldn't.
Did any?
Yeah, really. You went to the LeBron James of feet, so you went to a lying doctor, like a phony doctor.
Yeah, nah. I'm not doing that.
Are you going to need surgery on this?
Wait, he looked down and to the side. What'd they ask him?
And he told me I shouldn't.
Did any?
I'm not, nah.
Oh, they asked who the doctor is. Yep. Time to look down.
I'm not doing that.
Are you going to need surgery on this after this season?
I don't know. Right now, I don't need it, so we'll see what happens. I'll probably get another MRI at the end of the season, and go from there. But if I end up having to get surgery after the season, you guys won't know. I don't talk to you guys in the off season, and by the time next season starts, I'll be fine. We'll be ready to go.
What country? Don't you tweet like every 30 seconds, bro? Anyways, this was a season before when he was having these foot problems. Like, why didn't he get operated on in the off season? Want to know why? So he can use it as an excuse all season, which he did. Whenever he missed a game last, the current season, I guess you can say last season, whatever. What'd he do? I'm missing. It's a DMP for the sole reason of foot discomfort. Foot discomfort. Look it up. I ain't making it up. He even missed the All-Star game with foot discomfort. Why can he do that? Because he didn't get operated on. And if he did, then he wouldn't have a built-in excuse anymore. He'd have to create a new one.
Is the LeBron James' feet based on?
No.
What country is
I don't know.
Okay, I think the reporters are kind of going with it, like joking with him, but they know he's capping.
Yeah, they're trolling him.
Like, come on, Brian.
That's what I like to do. If I'm face to face with a liar, I'll just keep asking them more and more questions about the thing that they're lying about. I don't know why, man. It's fun to watch somebody shit their pants right in front of me.
You just heard what LeBron had to say about his injured ankle. Well, these highlights are from the same game after the injury took place. So according to LeBron, he tore a ligament in his foot. It was a very serious injury, and the doctors told him that he should get surgery. He went to the LeBron.
Bro, Jizz in the post talking about he got a torn ankle. How are you backing people down in the post with a torn ankle, bro? Injuries are not something to just play around.
James of feet healed faster than anybody in history, and we won't hear about this injury beyond this season.
No, man, you know how like you play a game and you might have landed awkwardly and you feel sore. Like it's like this feels stiff, this feels sore. That's what he's calling like broken this or torn that. That's what he's doing.
Or, hear me out on this one, the injury wasn't that serious and LeBron just wanted to load manage a little bit before the playoffs.
100%.
But he exaggerated how bad the injury was, so when the playoffs came around, he would have an excuse.
There
you have it. Those are some of LeBron's...
Oh my God, LeBron.
I wonder what channel this was. That was a good video.
Why are you making so many excuses? This is like... You make it so like...
Impossible to like him.
And the fact that people think this dude's better than MJ. The fact that I used to think that he was better than MJ is crazy. Bro, MJ, there's no way. Y'all tell me if MJ ever made this many excuses back when y'all used to watch him. I don't even think MJ even had a chance to make excuses because he kept winning.
No. I'll combat you on that one, dude. He had 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. He had all those years he could have been making excuses, but he didn't. You know, he kept his head up. He didn't blame anybody. He just kept saying he'll come back better. He'll come back better. And every time he was eliminated from the playoffs, he always said, I wish we could have made it farther. I want to make it farther next year. Like, that's the kind of guy MJ was. And then when he did win 6 championships, every single time, he talked about the team. The team's accomplishment. This was a team win. Blah, blah, blah. He wasn't talking about himself.
I don't even think he got the chance to, but... Bro, LeBron, this is just bad looks, man. Like, the more I watch you, I genuinely just start to... Like, I be saying this almost every video, but the more I watch you, bro, I genuinely just start to think, like... Where you even rank at all the time, for real? Like, I don't even know where you at all the time.
11.
Anymore. I gotta really think about this. But if y'all enjoyed that video, hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe if you're new, you already know what to do. It's your boy Tori Sama, and I'm out.
All right, man. Cool video, man. I've got him ranked at 11, man. And I went through the process kind of like you are. I had him combating Kobe at 2 for a little while there until I was like, dude, these aren't my own thoughts, you know, because they were not my own thoughts. And I had already said back in like 2011 that like this guy's not great. You know, he might be good, he might be talented, but he's not great. He doesn't have the mentality to be great. So, but you know, you fast forward enough years of the mainstream media in my head, and I had him at 2 for a while there. And then I went through the whole process again, and it actually kind of started with the YouTube channel. It's funny what doing a YouTube channel like this reaction channel can do for you. But then I was like, oh, hell no, he's not better than Kobe. So Kobe took a spot. Then I was like, what the hell? He's not better than Magic. And I was like, he's not better than Bird. He's not better than Kareem. And I went down the list until homie ended up at 11, you know? And like now, like he's there, but I can make an argument for him to be 12 or 13. But I feel like I'm almost just like throwing him a bone and keeping him at 11. But yeah, man, I hope you keep going through the process and create some rules for your list. You know, players need these attributes in order to be in my top 10 list or my top 5 or whatever, and go from there. People who don't fit that criteria, they don't fit that criteria. It's your own list, nobody else's list. And I think it's always funny when someone gets mad at me for the position I have a player on my list. I'm like, dude, it's my list. It's not yours. You know, like we're not all gonna have the same list. Anyways, though, this is a cool video. You guys, if you enjoyed it, the link is down below for Tori Sama's channel. I wish I could tell you what the original video was that he was reacting to, but I don't know. But if anybody does know, let me know, okay? All right, guys, I'm gonna head out with this one. Let me know what you thought about it. Nothing new around here, man. We've seen these excuses. We've seen every one of these excuses before. They never really get old. They're pretty funny. But anyways, you guys, I'm out of here. Leave the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. And most importantly, be water, my friends. Shout out to members.